Okay, starting up here at the hydraulic valve, what you'll need to do is take your cover off. And you're going to be removing or replacing 2 lines if you use the Summit's kit that they send. This line right here on the outside, that is the tank line that comes off of your loader valve. It goes back down to the bottom left side of the transmission, or right side if you're sitting on the tractor. And if you can see it right there, that is the return line going back to the transmission. And this line is where we're going to get our pressure to run our Power Beyond and any equipment on the back of the tractor. Now in the Summit kit that you get, Summit provides you 2 soft lines or 2 replacement lines, and they have you take the 2 John Deere steel lines off. And I really didn't want to do that because I like keeping the steel lines on the tractor. I believe they're more durable, and I can keep these, or these will stay up out of the way. So let me show you what she looks like back here to the back side of the tractor. I do have the valve cover off right here, or the shield off, because I'm going to be replacing this handle here, because I'm going to have a grapple on the front of the tractor, so I need this handle to be longer and closer back to the operator. So going down here to the side of the tractor, you'll need to jack your tractor up, get it stable where it won't roll or anything. Take the right side tire off to be able to do this. Let me get down in here. Okay, this line right here is the factory steel tank line that comes from your valve. And with Summit, they send you a T, and let me find that T here. Hold on just a second. Pardon the garage there. Factory, or the T that Summit sends, looks like this. And when you put it into the transmission down here, it'll be set in somewhat like this, bolted on the side. And that way you have to remove your hard line. And what I've done is went to Parker, I went to Southern Fluid Hydraulics, or Southern Fluid Power, and they have a T that will screw into the side of the transmission. It'll still have the same thread sign and the same connection as the steel line. And then you'll come off of this line, and I had them make me up a short line to go back to my Power Beyond. So they'll have the right T, they'll have the right connections, and it puts you a 90 in there and have this line made. And this will go back to this part of the Power Beyond. This is the tank return right here. On the power side, now this is the power where the loader valve gets its pressure from, coming from the tractor. Fluid will go this way. This line you won't mess with in the Summit kit, but Summit has this lower line that you're to replace. And you can see here I've kept the John Deere steel lines intact, kept all my fasteners intact, but I bring it up to here, and it usually comes up, or from the factory, it will come up and 90 into the side of the transmission. So when your loader valve's running, you got power going out, fluid coming back, and pressure going into that. Any overflow or extra will go back through the tank on the other tank line. We cut the 90 off. Parker has a compression fitting. They tell me it's rated up to 5,000 pounds. So I cut my 90 off, put my compression fitted on here, and I had them make me a short hose to run back. And it comes back to the top part of the Power Beyond. And you'll be able to see that back here on the back. So now we have our top line coming in. This is the power that'll run your backhoe or whatever you need. It'll come into this, go to your backhoe or your piece of equipment, and return back here and go to the tank. But when nothing's on the back of the tractor, you've got to put this loop in it to return the pressure that will come through here and go back to the transmission. And the reason I put this Power Beyond on is I'm going to put a set of remotes up here on the back, and they'll have 4 SCVs. We'll be putting on a hydraulic top link, hoses for a grapple on the front, and then that'll leave me 2 SCVs to run a flail mower on the side. So I thought this video might help you out. If you got any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I'll try to put in the part numbers to Parker. Like I say, Southern Fluid Power helped me down here. They're located in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Dalton, Georgia, and kind of down in the south, but they're a Parker dealer, so these Parker numbers, you can get them all across the country. So let me get started on the SCVs, and I'll bring you back and show you that.